in love. All I wanted was to break your world. All you ever did was wreck me. I don't know why that song's in my head. I think it's because I'm like coming in hot, hot, hot. Okay, let's go deep really, 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 really quickly because I've got a lot of fun things to do today. But I wanted to jump on here and say how many millions you're leaving on the table, not because you're not able, but because I'm telling you a little fable. No. So here's the thing, the most underestimated law of the universe is the law of polarity. It's something that most of us never really dive deep with. Most of us really don't understand. And when you can understand this law of polarity, everything that comes into your life comes effortlessly and easily. And you're literally in the attitude of, what is that? I win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I never get it up. And everybody do. Anyway, you're going to be leaving this live with a pep in your step because you're on the frequency of overflow, because life is gifting you everything that is already yours. So what is the law of polarity? How does this work? Why is your inability to fully understand this universal law blocking you from receiving insane levels of overflow? It's because of this. The law of polarity states that every single thing has two poles. So money, there is broke, there is rich. Excitement and fear, there is fear, there is excitement. Now, this is the biggest one that is costing you insane amounts of money, because what happens is that one is the other. They are both the same. If you dislike something, secretly you actually like something. It's like haters, when they hate something, they actually secretly like it, because hate and love is on the same spectrum. It's an energy output. So what does this mean? Excitement and fear. What a lot of people do is they go to do something that their soul has called them to do, a little bit like jumping into a coaching program, going on that holiday, going to speak to that stranger, doing that new thing in your business. And then what happens? Fear comes up. And so the person doesn't move, because what they don't understand is that fear is actually excitement. It's the same metabolic frequency as the excitement. But a lot of people go, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I can't do it. And so they don't do it, because what they don't understand is that their body is actually indicating that they're excited about the opportunity. It's a little bit like jealousy. People go, oh my gosh, I'm jealous, I have to block that person, I can't look at that person. Instead of understanding that jealousy is on the same pole as you want that. That's what you want. And so when you're rejecting what you want because of aka negative emotion, because we've coined this a negative emotion, we're repelling it. And so most business owners, when they're starting out, when they're starting to move, the biggest thing that's leaving millions on the table is your inability to understand that fear is excitement. When you get scared, your body's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. But your mind, because of quote unquote past experiences, subconscious, it's like, oh my God, I can't live to live or dib without you. That's a parody of that song. Okay, so this is what you need to start doing. You have to start recognizing that because of the law of polarity, if something negative comes up, it's actually not what it seems. And so when you are avoiding something because you think it's bad, you think I shouldn't do this, you're actually blocking that move in the game of life, because your soul would never call you to do something that you weren't ready to do. And most people are like, oh my God, I can't do this because all the fear is coming up around money, or all of this is coming up for me, or I just couldn't do it. But every time you don't move because of fear, which is actually excitement, because you are getting stuck on a past representation of that. Your body keeps getting pulled back into the past instead of, oh my God, my body's actually really excited about this. Fear's coming up. This is awesome. This is like incredible. And this happens all the time with money, when you're in the early phases of spiritual awakening, or you're in the early phases of business, and a lot of you have been in business for a long time, so you understand the journey of the entrepreneur with making money. Often when we start, a lot of entrepreneurs at the start are like, oh my God, I don't want to be broke, I have all this shame around money, I don't want to be here. But money is one pole. So there is broke and there is rich. And I've been stipulating this for years because this is so important. When you reject any kind of money, any amount of money that comes into your bank account, you reject money as the whole. because you're like, oh, I don't like being broke, or I don't like being here, instead of going, oh, the avoidance and the shame I have around money is actually my body's ability to want to create more. So I hope this is landing. I hope this is making sense. Let me know in the comments below if you're starting to get the vibe of this, because what you have to understand is that everything, I'll hold up my book, everything is literally a pole. So you've got the North Pole and the South Pole. If you don't like the South Pole, but you only like the North Pole, you're rejecting the entire world. You're rejecting it. If you don't like a part of the book, your body naturally rejects the book because of the law of oneness, because of the law of wholeness. And most people don't understand the law of polarity. So as soon as an energetic charge comes up, because you have to understand, energy in motion is manifestation. You've manifested that emotion. You've manifested that energetic charge. Any energetic charge towards anything is like X marks the spot. It is literally X marks the spot. If you're feeling any energy towards something, whether it's frustration, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, and every single thing has a pole. Or what's always underneath anger? Grief. What happens when you get really, 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 really angry? You're actually sad. Oh, my phone is trying to reconnect. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. There we go. So what we have to do with this key piece is, one, when fear comes up, understand that your body is actually excited, but your mind is trying to block that excitement and protect you and pull you back to the past, back to safety, back to your old ways. When energy and motion comes up, it is your clue, because this is a game of life. And how we play the game of life is by moving, by seeing the energy that we have manifested, by unraveling the entanglements in our soul. If you're jealous of something, your body's like, oh, I'm jealous of that. I want more and more. People just want more and more. You want that. Jealousy is like your soul showing you that you actually want more of that. And so instead of repelling that and rejecting that and keeping yourself stuck on the same timeline, you go, oh, I'm going to allow that in. I'm going to stop being jealous of that person, and I'm going to allow myself to have that. Oh, I'm scared of doing this crazy thing. I'm going to stop being in fear of this and remind myself that it's actually excitement that I want to do this, that I want to step in, that I want to go to the next level of the game. And this is why 99% of people never, ever, ever make it, because they get stuck in the fear loops instead of remembering that their body's actually excited. It's excited. You're so freaking excited to do the thing. And you'll go, oh, Eva, but what happens when there's like a saber-toothed tiger? Am I excited then? Well, the adrenaline kicks in and you run. But in this day and age, unless you are living in a war-torn country, it's not fear. It's not fear. It's actually excitement. And when you can understand the law of polarity, because we want to kind of bring it into one, we want to bring both poles together. We want to accept money as a whole. We don't want to go, oh, because you imagine how toxic it would be to say to a friend, oh, I only like you when you're like this. I don't accept all of you. I don't accept your shadow. I don't accept all of the things. And so the law of polarity defines the human experience, because everything in the light casts a shadow. So there is always a pole, and there's always two poles to every single thing. The money casts a shadow of not having money. The excitement casts a shadow of fear. It's still the same thing in the law and in the eyes of the universe. And so when we reject one side of it, so we don't move despite fear, because you wouldn't feel the fear if your soul and your body weren't actually excited to have it, because it's the same thing. It's like me waking up looking all dressed up, and then me turning up with no makeup on, looking like crap, feeling like shit because I've got a cold, and my partner, I don't have a partner, but when he comes in, will go, oh my gosh, you look terrible today. I reject you. I don't want to see you, because everything has two sides to it. And if you're not accepting the pole, if you're not understanding the entirety of it, you're blocking the next level. I am me every single day, all of me. And you have to love all of you. And the fastest way to manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams is living in gratitude. And I know it's so cliche, and it's like, oh my God, just be grateful. But here's the thing, what's the energy doing when we're in gratitude? It's pulling towards us. We are magnetic. We are like this life force of energy. And it's like, pew, 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 pew. And most people aren't grateful for the fact that you have a phone, the fact that you get to wake up in a bed in the morning and not in some war-torn country or in a homeless state, the fact that you can drink water that doesn't make you sick, the fact that people are serving you at restaurants or on trains or in Ubers, all of these things are moments when you can call in next level abundance, like fire, 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 fire. We often block ourselves because we don't see things as a whole. We see things as separate. We spend our entire lives getting focused on the shadow of something instead of accepting that fear is actually just excitement. It's just the shadow of excitement. Love and dislike's just the shadow of love. So anything that you dislike, you actually love. And you'll be like, but what do you mean? I really don't like that person. But why do you dislike them? You're putting an energetic charge towards that thing. So there's something hidden in there for you. And most people never do this work to go deep enough into the psyche and go, oh, I actually really like the fact that they've got a good body, but I'm disliking them because I don't feel worthy enough of having that body, so I'm pushing them away. There's always like little clues behind any emotion because you've manifested the emotion. Every single thing in your reality, you are in vibrational resonance to. And the faster that you can go, oh my gosh, everything's always working out for me. I'm going to move despite of fear because fear is actually excitement. Oh, I'm feeling like shame and guilt around the shadow of money. So what that actually means is I'm rejecting money as a whole. So I need to accept love, and how you do one thing's how you do everything. So it's all connected. It's all connected. Oh my God, the song's coming through again that I did yesterday. It's like, we are all connected in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. We are all connected. This reality is just the kaleidoscopes. You know, those kaleidoscopes that are like, shoo, 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 and the light shines through you. You are the kaleidoscope, you are the prism, and the light shines through you. And then you get to see all of these different facets of you, but they are all you. They just come out a little bit distorted. Hey, beautiful soul, how are you? They just come out all distorted because of the way that you're looking at them, because of your perception. And your perception is distorted based on conditioning from the past, instead of you going, it's all beautiful because it's all me. It's all me. I'm not going to separate it. The law of polarity really stipulates that it's all one. It's all one pole. It's all togetherness. And the more that you go, I don't want that. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to be in sync with that. I don't want that. The more you're blocking the flow. The leaders that move jump in despite of fear every single day because they understand that their body's like, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. You have to move as if it's already done, as if you've already won, as if the journey is you here to have fun. Billionaire consciousness is moving as if this entire universe, this entire world was made for you. This world was made for me and you. I'm walking on the beach this morning in Bali. And I look up, and I've walked on this beach. I've been in Japan for like the last month before this month. And I'm walking on the beach and I look up and it's like Warong Ever, which is like their restaurants. And I'm like, oh, my name is like right there. And beside Warong Ever is like Magic Wave and then Ganesha. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this entire world is made for me. People walk past on the beach and they're like, good morning. Hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, this is a playground that you've created. Everything you see is you. Every single thing in this entire universe is you. It's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. It's all you. And so instead of feeling fear and not moving, to live limitlessly is to move as if it's already done. And it's not like, and actually, this came through this morning because this is really important. You know, when you're going to get a park and you're just not going to settle for anything less. You're like, I get the park, or you get that seat at the restaurant. I'm one of these people that, like, if I'm sitting in a weird place in a restaurant, I'm like, no. Oh, no, 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 darling. I'm not going to sit in that seat. So I will literally stand up and I'll wait until the seat that I want is available. And the people always leave, always, 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 because I've held that. And this is where you become the magician of your reality. And so many people stay stuck on the same amount of income that their parents had for years because they don't actually make it so. They just wait around. They're like, oh, the money will come. The money's not going to fucking come. You've got to make it come. You've got to decide. You've got to hold it like you hold it for a parking space. You're like, I'm going to get that freaking parking space. I'm not leaving the car park until the parking space comes. And you're holding it and you're holding it and you're holding it. And that's how manifestation works. You're like, no, darling, I'm not going to settle. I am not going to settle. This year is about everything's already done. Everything you've claimed is already done, but your standards are going to depict what you're available for or not. If you're sitting there waiting, going, oh, yes, it will come, instead of commanding, demanding, being the queen that you are, the absolute star, knowing that this year was designed so you could go so fucking far, it's already done. It's already done. So how are you going to operate on a frequency of it already being done? The question I always ask myself if I'm stuck on a decision is, if I had all the money in the entire universe, would I do this? And if the answer is yes, it already is done, and I make it happen. And you've got to do the work. You don't just sit there and wait for the money to magically appear. You go, okay, God, source, universe, show me how. How do I make this work? Do I need to crowdfund? Do I need to take out a loan? Do I need to talk to certain financial institutions? Because people always think like it's harder at the start. It's not. Working with like multi-millionaire clients and billionaires, they still have these insane financial upgrades they've got to keep making. It just gets easier because they have trusted the universe more and more and more, and they have mastered the skill of becoming the magician of their reality. And so when you start to move limitlessly and you start to take enough hits, life is going to hit you. Like there's this joke like the universe is going to kick you when you're down. And you will get kicked and kicked and kicked until the point you're like, I don't care. I mean, kicked so many times that this doesn't affect me. And the coolest thing is that is when you're in the winner's mindset. You're the magician of your reality, because life is like things are going wrong left, right, and center. And you're just like, fascinating. Like my energy is literally, there's a cyclone taking place and I'm just on my surfboard out in the ocean. There's sharks everywhere. And I'm just like, this is so beautiful, darling. Come join me for the ride. Come join me for the ride, because I don't believe in problems. I only believe in solutions. I only believe in overflow. I believe that everything's working out for me, even if the universe is acting like a joke. If things are going wrong, I'm like, oh, you're being hilarious today, guys. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't even give it energy, because I'm not going to give it an energetic charge that I don't need to. I'm not going to invest my precious life force energy into problems. I'm going to invest my precious life force energy into every single solution that there is. I'm going to see that every single day, this incredible life is going my way, because more and more and more people are signing up, because more and more and more people are saying yes to my frequency, yes to this dream life, yes to limitless overflow. And I'm not going to settle for anything less, because God did not create me in this divinity, in this plane, in this way to be average. And you're here right now because you're not meant to be average either. So this year is about making the big moves, saying yes to the impossible, remembering that what's impossible for everyone else is possible for you, because you don't believe in that. You think what people think is impossible is so effortless for you, because you're only available for that, because you know that you are not a twat, and that is that. So I really hope that this piece changes your life, because it's golden. It's so important to remember that there's a law of polarity. So when something comes up energetically or emotionally, you go, oh, okay. That's not actually the real thing. It's disguised as the real thing, because there's a law of polarity, and I'm going to tune into that, and I'm going to receive the overflow that was already mine, because I am divine and I'm here to shine. So I love you. I see you. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. If you're new here and you want to get into my world, if you are not on the mailing list yet, please send a DM or send an email to support@evakositsky.co. I have some very, very, very exciting, insane things coming this year that are just like being birthed through my womb. And I am just so excited for the women that are ready to be in the room. If you are a man listening to this, I am only offering one-on-one to men this year. I'm really focusing on women in my group programs. We have got some insane things coming for women, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm so excited, because they are life-changing. They are overflow. They are things that are just shifting in ways that you could not even know. So I'm an energy worker. Everything I do is about in improving your baseline so that you can receive millions while you sleep, so that you can be the woman that wakes up in the morning that money is so boring to her that she just gets to live her life out limitlessly, living in overflow, remembering that life is so much beautiful than you could ever know, living your dream life without strife, having a baseline that is so divine and so sweet, like fine wine, because too many women are living in urgency and fear. The superwoman syndrome has to stop. The second that the superwoman syndrome stops, you will begin to pop because you're no longer holding the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you're able to dive into a life where your magnetism just brings everything towards you. You don't need to force or hustle or do anything. Your magnetism just like people are dropping in like flies. They're just like boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, I found you here. I want to work with you. I found you there. I want to work with you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at your offer. I just knew I had to work with you. This is the vibe. This is the energy. This is the magnetism that just reminds people that being alive is about joy. And this is actually really cool before I go. Something that I really hope lands for you today, because you can hear this a million times, but there's going to be a few of you that it really clicks in for, and I hope you're one of them. Your mind does not know the difference between what's real and not. So when you visualize something or you experience something or you feel something as if it's already happened, what you have to remember is that that was real to your mind. That really happened to your mind. So it's actually happened because you are the most powerful person in your reality, and that actually happened to your mind. And so when you're living in that frequency, in that energy, you're remembering that you've actually lived it out. To your mind, you've actually lived it out. This third dimension is dense and slow, but to this mind, this computer, you lived it out. It was like downloading an app in your mind. It was real to your mind. And so every time you visualize or feel something as if it's real, your brain is like, whoa, that happened. Whoa, that happened. Whoa, that happened. And most people don't understand that it did actually happen. It is real. You actually lived it. And so the only reason we want anything in this reality is to feel good. Nothing's going to come until you feel good now. You already know this. And most people are just waiting. They're like, I'll be happy when the partner comes. I'll feel loved when the money comes. And it's like, you have to feel it now every single day. If you don't feel incredible when you have $1 in your bank account, you're never going to feel incredible when you have billions in your bank account. So start to enjoy life now. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the fun friendships. Enjoy the stranger that smiles at you in the street. Enjoy the coffee that smells so good and tastes so good on your lips. Enjoy every little thing in this world, because this world is so fucking beautiful. It is so beautiful. And the beauty that you see in this world is the beauty within you. So I love you. I see you. If you're feeling called to come into the rich woman era, definitely check out the link below. But there's some really exciting things that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next couple of days. So if you're not on the mailing list, make sure you jump on. This is going to be a year that is going to move like fire. And as an energy worker and as somebody that really understands the energetics of the year of the fire horse, if you feel the call, it's going to be insane. The quantum leaps are going to be insane. However, this is really not for people that are not business owners. So if you're not a business owner, if you're not a leader in your field, this is really not for you. However, I have an incredible online shop. Do the wealth frequency quiz. There's some really epic stuff in there. If you're new and you haven't grabbed my book yet, definitely do, darling. What are you? You are wealth. Remember, you are wealth. You are wealth. I love you. I see you. Have a beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. Sending a million trillion blessings your way. You are fine. You are divine. Go and shine. Let the world remember who you are, because you are an absolute star and you were put on this planet to go far. I love you. I see you. Mwah!